There we go. Yeah, this game doesn't have the ability to play visuals while I am tapped out. Start my stream. But, yeah, we're playing Pyre. All I know about this game is Sportsball, and apparently the story is very player-driven. Who needs aim assist? I'm playing on controller. This was made for twin stick controls. It's literally in the controller. Fire. I'm guessing they want me to press a button. Yep. For days in the downside brought slow, lonesome agony. Now as you lie yielding to the elements, something rumbles into view. 3 shapes emerge, each clad in strange attire. Oh. Downside. A vast purgatory into which the Commonwealth casts its convicts and its enemies. This is very Danganronpa of you. Hello. Another piece of filth expelled from the Commonwealth. Commonwealth, a proud country risen from the ashes of a fallen empire, home to a multitude of ethnic groups, founded on principles of mercy and kinship, whose exact meanings evolved through many centuries. See, right here, on schedule. What'd I tell you? I like his mask. Very draconic. You told us we would find someone alive. Someday. I said we'd find someone alive someday. Just not today, I guess. But don't be glum. You know, I see you frowning underneath that mask. Looks like he's breathing. The masked wanderers presume you are male. Interact to change this. I am in fact a dude. Seems he still is. Then stand aside. I shall send him to a better place. He's a he? Can you people just tell? Hang on. The markings on his rags. I think he's one of them. Look at him. He's beyond our help, and we are beyond his. Broken, shaking, starving, probably diseased? Yeah, good luck with that there, chum. See you back at the wagon. Indeed. The day grows dim. You have at best an hour. Understood. Won't be long. As after the others leave, the man turns towards you and begins unfastening his mask. Ah. Hello, my friend. Don't care who you are or what you did. None of that matters anymore. All of us, we're equal nothings here. You're parched, and he gives you a drink. You ache, and he binds your wounds. You hunger, and he gives you food. Little by little, it helps. There. Turns out you're tougher than you look. Name's Hedwin. Now come on. One of 3 masked wanderers who found you clinging to life in the downside. He senses no ill intent as he helps you up and leads you to an old black wagon. Nothing like the stately vessels that paraded Commonwealth criminals through alabaster streets. Edwin beckons you to enter the black wagon. Whoa. The weather-beaten wagon is as much of a mess inside as out. You see the masked woman and the talkative creature taking stock of ancient-looking books. I'm back. And with a guest. He loosens the clasps on her mask. You may call me Jodariel. Jodariel. She is the most imposing of the 3 masked wanderers who found you clinging to life. And as for myself, the small one struggles with his mask. Jodariel soon assists him. Jodariel. Dog. That is to say, you may regard me by the name as Brooke Greentail. He is the smallest, yet loudest, of the 3 masked wanderers who found you clinging to life. Such pleasantries out of the way, the horn woman then motions to the others. She glances at you sidelong as she speaks. Can you do it? Hope so. Haven't asked him yet. What? Then what are we waiting for? Hey, chum. Nice meeting you and all, but tell me something. You know how to read or what? He's asking if I'm a reader. One who can derive meaning from text. Literacy has been prohibited for centuries. Those with knowledge of the old ways violate the law of the land. I'm an honest man. I can, in fact, read. He confirmed their suspicions. No use trying to hide it now. Well then, glory days. Because it just so happens my associates and I, we got ourselves some nice material here for someone just like you. Reader, you still live thanks to us. We ask for something modest in exchange. Open one of those books back there and tell us what it says. Sorry to put you on the spot like this, my friend. The exiles indicate the books. The exiles indicate the books in their possession. Let's look. Side door beyond is about boundless downside. Even if you could run, you would not get far. Old raiments, colorful rows of ceremonial masks adorn one of the wagon's walls. Closed door. The Black Wagon's common room must be back there, though you do not feel very welcome now. Odd creatures. The hungry-looking creatures roost near some sort of attic. There is nothing you could do for them now. Intricate sigil. A symbol of some sort is set in the wagon's floorboards. You cannot sense its purpose. Not smart enough. So I can interact with a bunch of stuff. Like, make particle effects appear out of thin air. Lone minstrel. The lone figure sits very still in the corner of the wagon. Now it's not the time to check on him. Gotcha. Pick up one of the old and heavy volumes bound in materials you do not recognize. 9. Forward. A formal welcome to undersigned by the 8 scribes. You, dear reader, are an exile of the downside, such as we, 8 who wrote this book of rights. That you possess it and have capacity to glean its words is testament enough to your potential. Thus we reveal a path from this forsaken place to freedom, a homecoming in glory. The stars themselves shall be your guide, ere the turning of the year's first solstice. Seek the nearest longitude beneath the brightest of 8 as they align as shown. Arrive as a triumvirate, clad in the raiments of the rites bearing this book. Oblige the voice that tells you more. Man, I can't read star charts. Interact to press Y for a clear road to text. Okay. So there's like a bunch of bookmarks, but they only want us to read this for now. I'm sure the stuff farther in the book will be important later. Book describes a complicated method through which exiles can return to the Commonwealth. The words swim through your mind as Hedwyn gets your attention. Well, friend, what does it say? Then your vision starts to fade and blur. Feel your body weaken and give out. Not again. Oh no, a loading screen.
Reader!
Hi.
Dare you tamper with forbidden knowledge? So soon after your sentence into exile. 'Tis true what the book says. You can be free again. Perhaps not you yourself, but someone worthy of the privilege.
So they just kicked me back out.
You witness now the path toward salvation.
We can help other people
You witness
survive.
the rites, the one way to return to glory. Though in your case, I hardly think it possible.
We will certainly try.
Yet, by the grace of the scribes, it is my duty to inform you anyhow.
Getting our tutorial. Worked. So it is true. Yeah, but what now? Where'd the reader go? He should be out there still. For now, we have to put our faith in him. Could abandon us. He won't. You look upon the three of them from beyond as Headwind then calls out to you. Reader, we aim to free ourselves. Do not grow old and die in the downside. And now, I swear to you, when we get out of here, you're going to come with us. But first, we need your help. Show us the way. Freedom. You focus all your mental faculties to do as Headwind asked.
A celestial orb falls from the heavens when the time is nigh.
Okay, so you've grabbed the sports ball.
Conduct the rites as a triumvirate, for they must prove their trust in one another, not just in themselves.
There you go, buddy. Oh, I trusted the wrong person.
The three must act as one.
We got abilities. Rush. So it's like a charge?
Now plunge into the pyre with the orb and be purified.
Yeet. We actually have to enter it?
The exile Edwin has the way of it.
Okay.
Whoever steps into the flame is banished for a time.
Okay.
His or her cohorts must make do
So,
on their
as you
own.
win, you put yourself at a disadvantage, so it's
but
easier
it
for
is
the
not
opponent's
so
side.
simple. In the rites, you shall face adversaries whose own freedom is at stake. Beware the aura that surrounds them, as they shall beware yours. The aura is your wrongdoing. Accept it as a part of you.
But the more wrongdoing, the bigger the aura.
Cast your aura like a stone.
So you can launch it.
Correctly done. Again. Just so. A glorious performance.
I'm definitely gonna have to actually get into this and
More than I
figure this shit out.
expected from the likes of you. Grasp the orb once more. The orb absorbs
Ponder
the
the
aura.
orb.
Then the orb quenches the flame.
Okay.
Now I say jump.
So you have to leap into the
with
fire.
all your strength. Thus sails
Okay.
the orb into the waiting
So you can
flame.
jump over other people's aura. Edwin's back.
Now snuff out the adversary's pyre, whilst yours yet burns. No, you don't. To each his own.
Made it.
Jodariel doused the adversary's flames.
So, bigger people.
Glorious.
Sprinting and jumping seems to work pretty well.
I almost pity what transpired there.
Star Trek during right fling an orbit an adversary then. Okay. So trying to figure out the controls still. So I could do this. Nah. There we go.
The rite is complete.
This is gonna suck.
Dear reader, now you understand. Or do you? This was but a glimpse of that which lies ahead. I would tell you to turn back, cast down your hope. But all those such as you never listen.
Best act is one. I gotta get better at that. The others are still picking themselves up as you awaken. Well, that was something. That was our way out. So we just follow the stars, or what? Supposedly. Reader, come. Let us regard the night. Godaria leads you outside, where a clear night sky awaits. Now, show us before the howlers catch our scent. Where shall the rites commence? Ancient ritual competition through which the worthiest exiles regain their freedom. The scribes gave their freedom so that we may yet have ours. Prayer from the Book of Rites. You gaze at the stars. Seek out your destination. So I'm assuming there's just a specific destination. It's probably that one. Gold one. What's that? 200 leagues due east. The ridge of Goal. According to the stars, the next rite shall soon commence here. Fossil remains of the serpent titan slain by Golathanian yet loom over those living in its shadow.
Concilia.
Great. And we're supposed to be where? There, when exactly? Very soon, according to the stars. Be able to arrive in time if you make haste. Then we'd best get started. Well, this ought to be good for a few lads at least. What do you say, Jody? Godariel turns to you, studying you. Reader, do not deceive us. Pray we make good use of our remaining time. What she means is, glad to have you aboard, chum. We're counting on you, my friend. See you inside. Freedom. The rights are the key. It's a lot to take in. Fellow exiles await you in the wagon. Join them. In your quest for freedom. As we do. We have a long way to go. Downside Prairie. Oregon Trail. You arrive at Downside Prairie, where the road ahead is forked. There's a lack of consensus about which way to proceed. One of Downside's only verdant regions. It only gets less hospitable as you press further north. I'm telling you, I'll take the northern pass. Got an associate hole up on Hollow Root I gotta pay a visit to besides. Hollow Root is a northern round of the Ridge of Goal. Goes to a small exile encampment. Every so often, tempests come and scour away the huts and hovels, but they always crop back up. I and your associate. We head to Blooming Pool and avoid attention. The southern round of the Ridge of Gold goes through a humid area packed with hot springs. Runoff from the sandfolds means no bathing in the springs, so they're just there to mock you. And get stuck in a bog while we're at it. The dispute continues as Headwind listens for a while. search of a way to regain his freedom in return. What if the reader settled this? He marks the way. We get us there. These rites are meant to test our faith, and we best learn to trust the reader's instincts on our path. No second guessing him along the way. We all live with that for now. Yeah, sure. If necessary. And it's settled. Just point the way, my friend. The stars guide us through you. You may now choose a route toward your goal at certain junctions. Weigh the options. So, southern route to the Ridge of Gold goes through a humid area packed with hot springs. Power route. Rookie knows someone here who owes him. Gotta get here. I'm gonna go with the Rookie's options. I'm curious about his friend. For better or for worse. Move, wagon, move. As you pass through the squalid little area, you hear boisterous voices coming from what looks like to be a public house. Rookie stumbles forth from it, holding something in his paws. Rookie, an opportunistic and well-connected cur still clinging to his once comfortable lifestyle. Okay. Oh, hey, chum, just wrapping up a real important exchange back there. Hang on to this for me, will you? We'll have to drop it off if we head further north. Receipt, a plain parcel. You cannot tell what's inside. Journey onward. Okay. So much for that. Fairly uneventful. But we have a side quest. The black wagon grinds to a stop at the base of the Ridge of Gola. The others ask you to assist with making preparations for nightfall and commence the ritual of wait for the commencement of the rite. Reading text is hard. Age revealed, the first exile. Press what? Okay. Symbol said, going forwards, the Book of Rites describes the need for such a thing. Heaven's cooking tins. Passes for cooking supplies on downside. Heaven does the most of the cooking. Greentail family portrait. Rookie status nearby. Yeah, he is right there. A reasonable likeness of a younger Rookie with his mother and uncle. Seems to have something on his mind. Hey, chum. I appreciate you taking us through Hollow Route back there. About that, are you certain that parcel will fetch us an adequate price at the slug market? Rude trading post found on the downside. Problem with contraband sometimes find its way to the downside where it is traded and sold. Surely we could have procured some sort of rare fungus had we gone the other way. Much as I love the idea of procuring rare fungus there, Jody, we said we wouldn't go around second-guessing our good chum's decisions, right? Jodario says nothing in response, but soon changes the subject. Grim, long-time resident of the downside, grown accustomed to surviving here. So when it flashes like that, it's something I haven't seen yet. Night falls soon. Come along, Greentail. We have much left to prepare. The two of them soon go about rummaging through the raiments and the books strewn about the wagon, leaving you to your own devices. Creatures such as this must have been bred to push the black wagon along. Thrive in. Only imps could fit up there. You observe the ladder leading to the locked enclosure above the cabin. The wagon's centrifuge must be up there. Its drive imps stare down at you with big, wet eyes. Hey. You observe the man slumped in the corner of the wagon, bearing some sort of stringed instrument. You sense he lives, but nothing more. It seems inopportune to ask about it now. Go in here. The common room may view various notes and observations about your fellow exiles and their respective paths towards enlightenment in the rites. Okay. So we can eventually, like, see different details as maybe we use them more. So there's levels of enlightenment that they have to progress through. No enlightenment. So masteries. Gain new mastery at rank 2. This. Let's see. Glory. Affects damage dealt to a pyre. Okay. One's worth in the eyes of the 8 scribes. Presence. Aura size. Okay. One's inner and outer strength combined. Quickness, movement speed, and hope. So it's their respawn time. Got it. Everyone's bio. So let's see. So cast and jump, sprint. It's normal, right? We're gonna get somebody that has a modification on this one, I guess, someday. So from what it looks like, we're probably gonna get more people, and I think you do. Let's see. So, Headwind is a nomad. Common folk cast from the Commonwealth, stripped of name, home, and title. Came from all directions toward the Commonwealth, where they at last settled. Some of them. Outrider. Past occupation. They ensured the high-wing remnants never flew far from their mountain nests. Those who served the Blood Order were taught to always watch the skies. And the rest of the details is unknown. Oh, my controller just kind of wigged out there. Oh. So we have, like, more, like, area movement almost with the right stick. Okie dokie. Nightwing cargo. Can be sold at the slug market. Oops. Let's see. He's the one who nursed you back to the brink after finding you in the downside. His genial manner suggests that life in exile has not yet broken his spirit. He wears a bronze clasp identical to that of Jodariel, suggesting the two of them may have met before their exile. He has not yet revealed what he did to earn a sentence. And Jodariel, he seems to be responsible for the Black Wagon's security. Her features suggest she has lived in exile for much longer than the others. Her grim outlook and the fact she still wears the bronze clasp of the Commonwealth Blood Order suggests a military background. Though what she did to earn her sentence, you do not yet know. So she is a demon. People who survived in exile long enough to be transformed by it, if in body, if not in spirit. All are welcome here, save demons such as you, from the sentencing of Chief Physician Orlek. And past occupation veteran. Everyone on the Commonwealth's everyone served in the Commonwealth's Blood Order. Those who excelled remained. Clashes with high-wing remnants were frequent, though the greatest wars had passed. Rookie. So, let's see, he is a cur. Swift, dog-like creatures known for their loyalty, optimism, and appreciation for the simple things. The Alpha Chiefs would later say their kind went soft no sooner than they joined the Commonwealth. He is a trafficker. Okay. Dealing with contraband long enough can lead to making many strange acquaintances. The remains of now the fallen empire's old and tarnished sea is still of value to some. He seems to be the most well-connected of the mass wanderers who found you, and knows something of the land. He has a rather opportunistic disposition, and his ostentatious clothing suggests a lucrative background in the mercantile business. Even still, you do not yet know for sure what he did to earn a sentence. So, what does this book say in Chapter 1? Emperor's Fall. History of Solium Mur the First Style and the foremost of the 8 scribes. First Exile. Words of Golithanian, the Master General. You know, perhaps, of the thrice cursed name of Solium Mur, the Emperor of Sar, the First Exile, and my liege. This chapter concerns him and those who found him in the downside. Each of us was sent to take his life. Such was the hatred for him in and around his country. Yet, found in Solium Mur, a man transformed in body, mind, and spirit. A man deserving of much more than mercy. In time, he named us all his scribes, and he became the 8th. It is my greatest honor now to share with you his deeds. To know his story is to know the rights. Okie dokie. So, commence the rite. Reach the Celestial Landmark now to get everything and everyone prepared. Our first true trial. I don't believe there's any saving. It's only auto-saving, so we can't save scum or anything, I don't think. As darkness falls, your fellow exiles stand together, clad in the raiments of the rites. The preparations are set. However, everything is still and calm. Soon, they grow restless. Keep telling you there's nothing here. What about idiots we are? We traveled all this way for nothing. I don't think we did. Look up. Ready. You just got loading screened.
Reader, the stars align at last. You reach the Ridge of Goal at the appointed time, and your triumvirate is ready. Your adversaries in the rites this eve shall be the accusers. Whose ever pyre yet burns once the other is extinguished shall step closer to freedom. Now let the rites commence.
Begins. The stars are aligned and your pyre burns bright. Across from your companions appear several others also clad in raiments. Your adversaries in the rites. Everyone ready? Let's hope so. Be still, we have a visitor. The one whom she refers to steps forward. As the Nightwings grace us, at last, the Nightwings grace us with their presence. The name of a triumvirate in blue. It seems your fellow exiles have assumed their identity. I see that reports of your demise have been exaggerated after all. Even I was beginning to think you were gone for good. Nobody moves, save for the man robed in gold who unfastens the mask. Surprised to see old Lendl again? I trust you remember my face, though you must have assumed never to see it again after last time. Lendl. He is the apparent leader of the exile triumvirate you encountered at the Ridge of Gold. Never had I come so close to freedom, only for you to dash my hopes. Now I and the accusers shall repay that affront. Leader harbors ill will for something he thinks you did. He shoves his mask back on and takes position with his comrades. It is time. In the shadows, you clutch the Book of Rites and focus on the task at hand.
Begin. Shoot. The orb. Shoot.
That one.
Have the accusers underestimated you? Vanished.
Aha!
Headwind plunged into their fire.
Now I only have one, right? No, I shall not accept defeat from you again. Hear me, accuser. Stand your ground, let your oils boil in rage.
It seems that you have flustered the accusers.
Yeah, I did. You've rattled them. They mean to draw us out. Then we'll just have to run more circles around them.
Have you any idea what that Lendl did to deserve his exile?
I would like to know. Can you tell me?
Quite the turn of events. banished
double kill.
all of them. How sad for that one there.
Aha. Nope.
Brilliantly done.
Got him.
Yes.
They really want me to fling it. Oh. Take it, I dare you.
The orb, take it. A daring display. Flinging the orb into the flames like that. You elude banishment using such tricks.
Interesting. Okay.
And it is done.
Nice.
You have prevailed. Rejoice.
Prevailing
then
right
in
without your pyre taking damage.
fleeting
Easy.
Victory.
It's so much easier to use the smaller dudes than the bigger dudes. Your deceit may have earned you your hollow victory, but know this. The accusers will not forget your wickedness. The next time we meet, you shall rue the day.
Bask now in the wisdom of the scribes. The exiled Jodariel has gained enlightenment.
You may have withstood worse nights than
Only
this,
the
though
enlightened can
you were
regain
strange.
their freedom.
So we can get Sins of the Fallen Emperor or Wounds of the First Exile. Okay. Let's see. Alright, Masteries enhancing a demon's strength and physical prowess. As he fell into downside, Soliam Mur understood at last the consequences of his hedonistic reign. And Boons of the First Exile. Right, Masteries enhancing a demon's spirit and sheer force of will. Fallen Emperor Mur moved past his many failings as a man, achieving selflessness in exile. So let's see. So, after banishing an adversary, Jodariel instantly recovers all stamina. That could be pretty good. Basically allows you to chain dash, right? After using her rush to lunge forward, Jodariel can rush again right away. So essentially, we are given choices. In addition, I'm gonna guess that as we go forward, we might only be able to go down the tree. I'm not quite sure. After saluting her adversaries. Banish adversary by flinging the orb into them. That sounds pretty good. I think I like the ability to just banish and get everything back.
Scribe bestows his favor.
After the rites, the accusers disappear into the darkness. As you return to the wagon, in the still night sky you see a single star brighter than the rest, beckoning you onward. So the pyre thing, like tossing it, it deals more pyre damage the longer you hold it, but obviously the risk is enemy touches you, you go down. Well, my friends, what can I say? The rites are real, and we're in. The Getting Out of Here Club. Next up on the agenda, keep chasing stars until we're free. Until we are free. Until we're free. You're here. Sounds fine, but might as well be us instead of Lendell back there. Cold-mannered head, the accusers, and bears an old grudge against the Nightwings. Anyway, guess you better start packing. The others go about their business. Edwin turns to you. Peter, come walk with me while the stars are still out. You and Hedwin walk in silence for a time before he speaks up. You have questions? Come, ask away. We need you in on this for the long haul. Wishes to know if anything's troubling you. I'm assuming that like you can't answer this, but let's see. Why were you exiled, buddy? You ask Hedwin what he did to get sentenced to living in Downside. He maintains eye contact and a smile. Good question, my friend. We're going to have a lot of time to discuss that and many other things. Make you a deal. Beat the stars for us again, and I'll tell you all about it on the way. He senses he speaks truly as he beckons forward the fading dark above. Seek out your destination. Looks like it's the super bright star over here. Yomur, the dusk star. The dusk star burns bright over an ancient spring in Yomur Valley. Ugly scorpion. It's a long way north and west. We'll see if this old wagon's fit for it. He turns to the others. How's it going, Rookie? Cam's fed, wheels clean. Status, Jody? No sign of howlers. Everything secure. Good. We get some rest. We're headed to the Spring of Yomur at dawn. We're off. Spring of Yomur. According to the stars, next rite shall soon commence here. The Alpha Chief hoped bathing here would cure his ailments, but it only made him itch. What's up? You find Rookie rummaging in the corner of the black wagon. Hey chum, you know what? It's good having somebody else around besides those two. So come to think of it, there's something I want to get your take on, and you have to promise to tell me honestly. Would you say... What I mean is, he hesitates, trying to find the words. Look, what I'm trying to say is, he sense something serious is troubling him. Who's in very close, making sure no one else is in earshot. Tell my mustache. I've been getting some conflicting reports about it. Would you say my mustache, that it makes me look a bit, you know, unscrupulous? I love the evil, quirly mustache. It looks fine. It is very handsome, and if anything, it gives him a distinguished sort of look. You're not getting rid of that mustache. He grins wide at you. Couldn't agree more, chum, and you straight away you're a real judge of character. Anyway, got to check the wheels again for mites. See you around. He bounds off out of the wagon. Gained one hope for the next rite. Restoration of management. Okay. So talking with people can actually improve their stats a little bit. Neat. Hey. Buddy. Whoa. You observe the mask and robes, whose old engravings and embroidery suggest a formal purpose. Some of the garments are massive, while others are so small they might fit a child. He never tell me why he got exiled. Cheeky. Let us continue on our way. Path of freedom awaits. You have not yet been to this region of the downside. Rookie knows this mountain pass to an arid region further north. So pink. Gold. Gotta love those contrasting colors. The climate here in Yomur Valley is hot and uncomfortable. Stop that. The Yomur Valley, exiled occurs from the sand-swept fossil wasteland. And when the 8 scribes, Alpha Chief Yomur Manymane took a special liking to this region. We have a stowaway. Home? We can go home? You must have latched onto the undercarriage as you crossed the ridge. Her manner's odd, though you said she means no harm. You must have overheard some of your fellow exiles' conversations. You need but say the word, Headwind. Oh, come on, can't be serious, Jody. He's just some kid. He managed to climb aboard our wagon undetected, but still. Do it, Jody. Jodariel approaches the girl and looms over her. Listen to me, girl. We cannot guarantee we shall get you home, or any one of us. But at present we have room for you and adequate provisions. You may accompany us for the time. Jodariel leaves without awaiting a response, presumably to make room in the wagon for your new guest. The stowaway is overjoyed at this. Really? You're so kind. You are most kind to someone you just met like me. May the 8 scribes smile upon you. Some revered them as gods, believing they are bound themselves to exile so that others could live free. Centuries of oral tradition have shaped the history of the 8 scribes into myth and legend. He claps her hands, bursts into laughter, and performs some sort of dance. Rookie stares at all of this and leans in close to Headwind. Hey, so what gives? First the reader, now we're taking her along? Oh, we gotta take it every mite bit and drive him we find now too. Easy, Rookie. I think he'd want us to bring this one along. Ooh, Sandalwood? Sandalwood. The apparent name of some mysterious informant of Headwind, Jodariel, and Rookie. I thought you said he asked we find someone to fit in every type of mask. Near as I can tell, yours would fit her just fine. He asked we use our best judgment. Besides, if we send her away, she'll go telling anyone she finds about us. Can't risk that right now. So, can I come in? It's very hot and I'm a little thirsty and a little tired too. Yes, you're welcome here. One question though. What do we call you? Well, this is embarrassing, I think, but I don't know for sure. It's just back home. They call me lots of names, like for the color of my hair. They made fun of you just because you got gray hair? That's it. My name rhymes with gray. They call me lots of names. Since the girl is struggling to recollect a certain name she felt best suited her. So I could come up with whatever I want. There are several other names ending in A of which you are aware. Babe? I'm looking at the descriptions. Could be named that. Could be that. Could be Shay. Could be Ray. I think I'll go with Faye, considering the whole sticks and leaves thing going on. You suggest the stowaway's girl's name is Faye. Why, that's it. My name is Faye. My name is Faye. I'm sure it's whatever you choose. She's a young vagabond girl with an odd manner and an unshakable sense of curiosity. Where I'm from, they call me Faye the Fair. But I guess maybe you don't have to say that part because I didn't really like it. Fellow exiles decide to bring Faye along for now. She almost collapses from exhaustion, so you take her in and show her somewhere she can rest. Welcome her aboard. Welcome to the party. Where are we? Blackman arrives in a somewhat peaceful stretch of Yomer Valley. Her companions wish to hole up here for the night and give Faye and all of you a little time to rest. What's up? Faye seems to be recovering well since you found her. She seems fascinated by everything and everyone in the wagon. Oh, hi, mister. You're the one who knew my name. You guessed it right, you did. Thank you for your hospitality. I've been eating with the imps and talking to the wagon. This wagon, he and I are the same age, almost the very day. But I am older by 3 weeks, so I'm giving him a hard time. Little brother, I call him. He's a good wagon, isn't he? He'll take us very, very far. My little brother, sure, he pulls my hair at times and I don't like it very much, but he is family. I'm happy to be here with my family. I thought I'd lost them all again. Thought I'd lost them all. Oh, but we have stopped now, haven't we? And I should go outside to dance in case the scribes are watching. Yeah. Hate scribes. Bye, mister. She smiles back at you. Smiling back at you, she prances out the door. Interesting. I saw Jody's throw run for a second. Fashioned from a howler's hide, sends her ill clear message. Dario says not to step on it. So not officially a part of the party. Maybe later. Assuming it can only interact with people inside of the wagon. Let's consider our options. Your fellow exiles are taking a moment to unwind. Dario motions for you to join them. Best get used to your new life here, reader. You seldom get moments of such reprieve. Perhaps some further study of that book shall pass the time. You can join me for a little stroll if you're feeling up to it. Always something to be foraged around here. Foraged. Or you can teach us more of what you know. Prepare us for the next rite. In any case, we do what we can to stay busy. Keeps a sense of isolation while at bay. Certain junctures you may choose from several vocations. Ways in which you may make yourself useful during the moments of free time I may have. Let's mentor. Having gleaned knowledge from the Book of Rites, you can impart some of its teachings. As each exile's path toward enlightenment is personal, you'll have to mentor them one at a time. Yes. Mentor you. Think, friend, I appreciate the offer. Begin. You illustrate to Hedwyn some of the intricacies of the rites, focusing on how all three in the triumvirate can move and act as of one mind. You sense he grasps some of the concepts. That's what I was hoping for. Get a second ring so he gets a skill. I think I begin to understand something of all this, my friend. Let's see, more stamina. So just more stamina and faster regenerating stamina. Jumps airborne to adversaries, he banishes them. Let's see, Marks of the Master General. Rites Masters enhancing a nomad's skill and versatility. Bonds of the Saurian Legion. Rites Masters enhancing a nomad's influence over his triumvirate. That's interesting. Should have gotten a nail clipper. I was putting together a shelf and I accidentally chipped one of my nails. But I was able to get it done, so now there's a lot more storage space in the closet with all the extra shelves. My resin 3D printer workstation basically doubled. Let's see. Powercasting travels in a wider, longer line than usual. I kind of like this one. That branch. Thank you for the lesson, my friend. It's given me a lot to think about. Yeah. Let's keep moving. The path leading further west splits off, and once again, your fellow exiles turn the choice of where to go over to you. They seems enthusiastic for whichever route you choose. Do we go to Fall Flat? South route across the Yomer Valley is riddled with barren rock and bone. They believes those who travel this path shall be as swift as Yomer of the 8 Scribes. And Blue Hive. The north route across the Yomer Valley past the reigns of the Hive Titan. Believes those who travel this path will be as strong as Gold of the 8 Scribes. Gotta go fast. Fast is my choice. Faye is behaving stranger than usual as you traverse the desolate sprawl of Fallflat. South route across the Yomer Valley is riddled with barren rock and bone. Even the wild curs of the valley avoid the oppressive heat of this place. This was the path that Yomer Manymane ran across so many times. Can you not feel his presence? Him and all his friends here in the sand and in the air and all about? Let's see, Yomer Manymane. 6 of the 8 Scribes and of the Book of Rites, known as the Brave or the Alpha Chief, an Alpha Chief that united the curs under a single banner and charted half of the world known. Well, world known is a old-timey way of saying it, but at first you pay it little heed, though later you observe your fellow exiles seem to have more of a lightness in their step. Perhaps it was the previous day's rest that did everyone good. Gained 1 quickness. Yeah. Cool. Gotta go fast. I like the somewhat dynamic music. En route to the Spring of Yomer, you hear all about the roving slug market, which appears to be nearby. Ruki insists you take a look after you settle in. Oh. Page revealed, the last emperor. We can read. Oh hey, how's it going? Edwin motions for you to join him. While his manner is as easygoing as ever, you sense he is searching for the right words for what he's about to say. You asked why I did get thrown in here? Figured I'd tell you. The others know. I was on the blood border for several years. Outrider. Know your rank, but a pretty important job. Whenever the harp swooped in, it was up to me to raise the alarm. See, blood border. Northern edge of the Commonwealth is a flat and vulnerable expanse. The hiding remnant seized upon it at every opportunity, from the cover of the clouds or darkness. And harps, a winged race known as the High Wing Remnants, at war with the Commonwealth. They are as coarse as their feathers. They hold themselves superior. Quote from the Archjustice Androboles the Ninth. One day, the harps came without warning. No alarm. Slaughter. So I heard, as I wasn't there, I was with one of them. Look, that's a story for another time. The point is, they branded me Hedwyn the Deserter before they sent me here. Didn't want to fight. Been in my post. My friends, they paid dearly for it. Ended up down here. Edmund looks at you as his smile reappears. It's not something I like to talk about, as you can tell, but I know you'd been wondering and you deserve to know. I made a promise to you earlier when we first met, that you'd go free as well if any of us go free. That promise might not carry much weight, I guess, coming from a deserter. Anyway, that's all. Thank you for hearing me out. Not much good here in the downside, but at least the past is behind us. He leaves you there to consider his words. Bio updated. So the Book of Rites, got the next chapter. Or not. Got the next page. So how do we, like, say... Okay. So we, like, go to, like, the... Okay, so we can press LB and RB. That works. The last emperor, in the words of Golgothanian, the Master General. How many nations did I scour in the name of Soliam Mur? Yeah, I'm just gonna freaking use the inspect button. It's easier to read. How many countries fell before our spears and blades? Such questions mattered less to me with every passing victory. Our legions swelled across the land, and our dominion grew. The Emperor Soliam Mur paid all this little heed. He only tended to his personal affairs. Our legions relished the autonomy. We did not know that the Emperor cared nothing for his legions, nor his people. He only cared for that which was before him. One day, he learned of such a thing as to befit his name, and vowed to seek it out. That was all right. So, slug market. Oh, I like this goblin. Hey guys, how's it going, Mr. Greentail? Been a while and all that. Hey Ron, how's it going? He is a traveling sales creature and proprietor of the Downside Slug Market. Say, how come you set up shop all the way out here? Isn't this a little out of the way? Oh well, it's just you guys, so you ain't my only customers. You see, Dad and I, we know this business pretty good. We've been around the block, and so... As Ron keeps blathering, Rookie signals to you in a furtive way. Here's the jail chum. Got an informant that says there's something here connected to the rights business. See if you can spot it. We should be able to pawn off some of our stuff to make the trade. And don't even worry about Falcon Ron. Oh. So anyways, you guys got something for me or what? That plain parcel you got there, I can take off your paws if you want. There you go, buddy. Hey, you know, I'll take it, Mr. Greentail. You drive a pretty hard bargain. Now you gotta take something off my hands here or what? You gotta drag the Mooncrest to your stash. So I could get just the Mooncrest. They strategically priced everything else to be too expensive. After being banished by an adversary, the bear has a chance to return immediately 30%. Okay. That's a one-of-a-kind thing you just got there. You know, you got yourself a real good deal for me as well, so thanks. Switch the roster to equip the talent? Okay. Apparently, any one of us bozos can get a little edge out of that thing during the rites. I mean, just a question of who gets to try it. Your fellow exiles may have talisman equipped. I'll give it to you. You had the idea. Something. Anyways, Dad over here, his feet, you know, we've been having some trouble with his feet getting real something or other from hoofing around. So you see, Rookie indicates to you that now would be a good time to depart. Understood. See, Mr. Greentail, and your friend there too. I like him. Seems real nice, you know. Time to commence the rite. Get everybody prepared. Oh. As you complete preparations for the rites to commence, you notice Faye approaching. You notice too that she is wearing your companion's raiments. And we can go home? Faye, I thought I made it quite clear that you were not to touch those robes. Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Dariel. I just thought that maybe you were being funny at the time? Unbelievable. Hey, sun's happening in the sky. I think we're up.
Reader, what brings you to the spring of Jomir?
Read 'em.
Why, it must have been the stars.
Well, technically, yes.
Although it seems that your triumvirate now numbers 4 exiles, not the expected 3. The rules of the rites were not created for you to besmirch.
We have to sit one out, right?
Prepare now to confront the fate. They still honor the traditions of the scribes, and surely have been longing for this chance. But first, you have a choice to make.
Do we bring along the newbie? Sky burns bright once more as your next adversaries in the rite approach. Their apparent leader is a bent old cur who regards you with a formal bow. At his side is an intense young man. I hail you, exiles of the Night Wings, and I am grateful that you chose to grace us with your presence once again. I am called Dalbert Oldheart, and this is my son, Almer. An honorable old cur bent upon upholding the sacred traditions of the rights with the sun, and Almer, the dutiful foster son of Dalbert Oldheart, and is very protective of him above all else. We need not greet them, father. We shall face them in the field this night, and may the victor's pyre burn eternal. First, we offer you a token of good faith, to show appreciation that the Nightwings have returned. Dalbert approaches you with something in his paw. He says his motives are sincere as he hands you a small talisman. Items of beauty fairies and channels exiled may equip one at a time. The Tailwind Crest. The straight +2 quickness. Cool. Thank you. Is it cursed? That cur was very kind. And his son, he was so caring, wasn't he? When can we start? I want to help you beat them. We need 3 of us exactly to conduct the rite. But we got 4 now besides the reader. This ought to be his call. Someone has to stand aside this time. I volunteer. No volunteering, chum. It ought to be the reader's call, remember? Very well then, reader. Who shall it be? He volunteered.
Now, let us get started.
Let's bump up your quickness, because your quickness is hot garbage.
Jodariel.
As you will.
Faye.
Oh, me? Thank you for believing in me, because I think the scribes do too.
Ruki.
He sounds disappointed. You don't have to tell me twice, chum.
It is done.
I love other chances. I think you did the right thing. Nightwings, I trust you are all well prepared for these old eyes, yet see that the rite shall be commencing momentarily. Are you quite ready too, my son? I hope so, father. Here now, let me show you.
Begin.
No, you don't.
Too bad for that one.
Ah.
The Nightwings assert themselves thusly. Unfortunate for Dalbert.
Made it.
Empire's flames grow weak.
Look forth, my son. The waters of Yoma Many may bring blessings unto this eve. Perhaps our chance has come at last. We need more than blessings to prevail against them, father. Please keep fighting. Moondrops.
A boon come from the stars themselves. But shall it be enough for Dalbert and his faithful son?
Oh. Tried to shoot me. He almost made it.
Fear not the purifying flame.
Do I even have anybody out? Yeah, I do.
Seize the orb.
Dang it.
Glory to the scribes.
Field reset.
Your victory's at hand. A banishment. One triumvirate stands unopposed. And it is done. The Nightwings prevail.
Nice.
What a glorious performance.
That charge seems to work pretty well.
Perhaps you shan't be quite so fortunate next time.
It seems we have prevailed. I think we did. I think we did. I kind of feel bad for that Dalbert, though. Exiles of the Night Wings, the dawn is yours, and may you earn your freedom. But Father, the dawn might have been ours. We failed. I have failed you. Nonsense. We are the fate. What we do is ordained, and nothing less. Honorable triumvirate determined to uphold the traditions of the rights, led by the Kurd Dalbert Oldhart, with the help of his adopted son, the savage Almer the Helpless. Now let us go, my son, for I am weary once again.
There is much to learn from this experience. It seems the exiled Rookie opened up his eyes.
Yeah, comes old Rookie Greentail's got some binding yet. What you got? Maneuvers of many main. Let's see, agility and fortune. There are never been occur quite so bold or tireless in spirit as the famous Alpha Chief Yomer Manymane and the Alpha Chief. Hers relentless in fervor. Other curs of his age all need to learn to navigate the many quirks of Yomer's personality. Okay. Rookie can double jump. Yes.
A blessing from the Alpha Chief himself. Until the stars align.
Hello, excuse me? I mean, would you excuse me for a moment, do you think? You're one of them. What do you want? Father needs me. Oh, I'm sorry. I think I forgot what I was going to say. I'm so embarrassed. What's the matter with you? It's against the rights for us even to speak like this. I did not know that, I don't think. No one said anything like that to me. But then, all this is very new to me, and so I thought, maybe. You cannot be serious. Yes, I mean, I like to laugh. I like to laugh a lot, and, you know, how about you? This is a Nightwing's trick. Father told me not to speak with any of you. But I have to go. Wait, Elmer, wait. I think that was your name. Was that even your name? Yes. Wait. What's going on in there? Wait, the man. As you return to the wagon after defeating the Fate, you notice Jardariel tense up and frown. Where did he go? Who? Wait, the sleeping guy? The minstrel. He's gone. See, it is true. There's no trace of the lone minstrel who'd been lying still in the corner of the wagon all this time. Join the others and search for him outside. Fellow exiles have revealed nothing to you of the lone minstrel or how they found him. But you sense their concern as they scour the vicinity for him. We'll worry about the minstrel, my friend. You worry about the stars. Wherever they guide us, we're going. Alrighty then. I have a job to do. Purple star. Spooky. Everyone, we're headed back east, all the way across the valley. Toward the cairn of Haub, then. According to the stars, next to commence here, the accursed imp here felled the mighty bone tine Jack's 6 shoulders. Unkister. That's right. We have to risk it. What if that minstrel guy doesn't turn up by then? We shall find him, this night or another. He continues searching for some time. However, the minstrel is nowhere to be found. Talking to talk. What's that? Faye's scribe catcher. The bundle of sticks Faye insists on hanging in the rafters. She believes it brings good fortune. He's playing with the imps currently. Shake the ladder. Sniffing the air. Trying to enter. There's the Throg. Off on her own. Okay. After having thwarted the fate with great prowess last night, we find Hedwyn off on his own. Since he wants to talk about your decision to exclude him from conducting the rite. I guess we'll have some tough choices to make before all this is over, my friend. Just been thinking about that. I'm glad you let the others go instead of me during the rite. I mean that. All the more since we succeeded. I don't know what's more intense, participating in the rite or just watching from the sidelines. Anyway, thank you for checking in. We'll have to make sure we're ready to move. He departs to check on things outside. He senses he has no misgivings about what transpired and is more concerned at present about the missing minstrel. What's going on in here? It's very sparkly. No longer sparkly. Well, let's keep moving. Stars beckon. There's still no sign of the lone minstrel, though Jardariel tracks potential signs of movement east, the same way you are headed. You consider where to search for him. So, Jardariel. South route across the Aura Valley is riddled with barren rock and bone. Jardariel believes the missing minstrel must have taken the same route you took earlier. And Hedwyn thinks the minstrel could have taken the route opposite to the one taken. Listen to Jardariel. As you make your way through the stark badlands of Fallflat, there is to show for the missing minstrel a deeper scowl on Jardariel's face. Last, I felt certain he would have taken our same route to the spring of Yomer. Went downside celestial landmarks. How cheap, yeah. It's alright, Jody. Could have gone anywhere. Likely there was nothing to be found either way. We should keep moving. You pick up bits and pieces of the minstrel's significance to your fellow exiles. He was there when they first discovered the Black Wagon, but they speak little more of it for now. Stop the wagon. What? How come? Because of her. They're coming. They're coming for us. We have to be ready. We have to. Does she mean what I think she means? I believe so. Your fellow exiles scramble to prepare the wagon for whatever is out there. Once you help them settle in, perhaps you can learn more of their source of concern. What are we even preparing for? There's nobody to interact with. So prepare for the night. Night is approaching, and you and your fellow exiles need to be ready for it. Coming for us. They fear the scribes. They fear the scribes. I know they do. What's she talking about? What's going on? Howlers. Lots of them. Then what are we gonna do? They fear the scribes. Calm yourself, Faye. But you'll give them reason to fear us as well. We use the raiments and the books. Indeed, one of us can draw them out under the reader's watch. It shall be just like one of our rites. Edwin turns to you. It seems we need your help in this, my friend. Just need a volunteer to go with you. I'll do it, mister. Please. Please, you have to let me. And the scribes, they'll protect me. I know they will. Jody exchanges looks with Hedwyn. Each of them nods at you as if to signal their approval. Must make a decision. Do we take like all these survivors' words at their she gets put by default. That howling sound, it means they're here. Oh, by the scribes, they're here. Send off the howlers. I see how it works. is power casting. More, I think there's many more. Here they come, here they come. These excellent flashing power jump. I don't know what power jumping means. Is it now? Is it over now at last? I think it is. I think it is. Oh, those poor and wretched beasts. Huh? Just then, Faye spots something creeping toward her. Who? What? Ferocious creature. Oh, it's adorable. As soon as you see a flash to power cast an exile's aura. Faster attack. The howling subsides as your fellow exiles scramble up to check on Faye. You find her in one piece, along with an unfamiliar little face. Screechy. Isn't he the beast? Isn't he the best? Can we keep him? Screehoo. Sense the depth of experience in this creature, at least judging by Drive-In standards. In fact, you feel a connection to him. Concentrate, you can derive some meaning from his calls and screeches. The Drive-In seems to be both excited and frustrated by something. Try again. This Drive-In seems to have a history with your Black Wagon. You're beginning to understand him. Hey, Drive-In recognizes you as the new reader of the Nightwings. He's pleased to meet you. Understand this unusual Drive-In. Cool, you did it. The Drive-In seems satisfied at having gotten through to you, and you explain your companions what little you have learned of him so far. No one argues against letting the creature come along. Inside the wagon, the other Drive-In stare at him with something like reverence. Yay, seems to know his way around. Welcome aboard. What's up? You can see the little imp has made himself at home. He rushes right up to you. Yes, he's very pleased to be in the wagon. He indicates he was able to find you thanks to the swarm of howlers. He has no love of howlers, and they know not to mess with him either. And he plans to set up a nest that should ward off any further trouble from them. He looks forward to the road ahead with everyone, and believes it shall be worth it. He seems to be saying he's happy to be back where he belongs, and he urges you to keep going. He bounds off toward his brethren settled in the wagon's rafters. Alrighty then. Money and companion achieved. Let's keep on moving. Lick sand. I don't want to lick sand. An arid southern path toward the ominous cairn of Haud. A new imp friend seems insistent that you take this path bearing east. Edwin orders the wagon to a halt somewhere in the rocky paths of Yomer Valley. Some on the road. Careful, everyone. The figure watching the Black Wagon from afar approaches, arms spread wide, although a hat and cloak conceal the figure's features. Then, the imp rushes out toward whomever it is. The imp is very riled up at the sight of whoever is approaching, though in an almost joyous way. Ah, it's the minstrel. Izo. It's good to see you, and you found the others, even faster than expected. The imp called Tizo appears very pleased. The lone minstrel turns toward the rest of you. Hello, we have not met, but I know who you are, or who you must be. I returned as promptly as I could. Have you walked the scribes themselves? Because I think maybe you have. Hello indeed. I was worried there when you took off. I should knock him back into a slumber. I did not aim to cause you such concern. As soon as I awakened, I had to notify my client that the Nightwings have returned. Your client? Aye, my client, Sandalwood. He is your point of contact, as I understand. You did not find his wagon by mistake. So, what now? Continue down the path. That is why I am here. When we meet my client, he shall explain. For now, you have a job to do. I assure you that I shall not interfere. But I mean to accompany you. Would that be alright? Edwin and the others exchange looks. Welcome back, minstrel. Got a name? Sometimes I am called Tarek. The lone minstrel. He appears to be a traveling musician, yet seems to be connected to the rites. It is a pleasure to meet you, Nightwings. The lone minstrel returns to the black wagon along with your fellow exiles. Minstrel is back, baby. That little thing is an eye. That, like, spot of yellow. The Cairn of Haub is a foreboding sight. It is here. The next rite is soon to commence. Reader, if you have a moment, once we are settled on these grounds, I wish to speak with you in the wagon at your leisure. Slug wagon is here. We got a new page. White Lute. Let's interact to listen to various music from your quest. Neat. The lone minstrel and his white lute chronicle the journey of the Nightwings through song. Using it, you can hear glimpses of your past experiences across the downside. Nothing for now. So, what do you want to talk about? The lone minstrel seems to have situated himself in the wagon. He is very still, not unlike when he is sleeping. Reader, I shall keep this brief, as you shortly have a rite you must conduct. You have read something of the Book of Rites, which means that you may know something of my nature. An ancient master revealing a mystic path to freedom from the downside for centuries to the 8 scribes. I don't really know. Yet, on the contrary, you know not what he means, and he soon senses this. Forgive me, I spoke too soon. Suffice it, I have served the Nightwings for some time. Conduct the rites with glory, and you shall achieve what you seek. The lone minstrel nods farewell to you and steps away. Well, next chapter. I knew it was a fool's errand, but my liege, he would not listen. He instead insisted to pursue a certain treasure, a celestial orb, freshly fallen from the heavens in the reaches of the downside. He would be a living legend if only he could grasp it. Whispered in his ear that Kalimir Ropecollar, his elder and most trusted aide, would that I slew that man myself. But his was a simple and yet brilliant ruse, to draw the Emperor farther from his responsibilities and towards his greed. Thus did the Emperor begin an expedition into the Forsaken Lands. He insisted that he go himself. Okay. Well, let's check the shop. You did earn a little bit of money. Oh, hey guys, thanks for running into you on this side of the sand. What can I do for you? Now, Ron, how'd you make it all this way ahead of us? Yeah, come down, Mr. Greentail. Can't just give up my business secrets, am I right? What I can do, though, seeing he's been such a good customer and all, is provide for you a sample of a little something you might like. Here, check this out. Seeing as you bought that Mooncrest thinger from me last time, why, I'm just thinking you could use this, and I got more if you want. A pinch of Stardust does seem useful. Raise the rank of talismans, usable once. Thank you. So, let's see. After bashing the adversary, bear gains money. Carrying the orb, bear moves faster. I like this. Also gonna get the Stardust. Proceed. I know you're gonna like that stuff, guys. It's pretty woo, know what I mean? And if you want some more now, I know just the individual and his dad who can get it. Get your meeting, yeah? Just stop on by some other time. Interact with them to quiet him down. Please be quiet. So let's see. If I go into the roster. See, he has more stamina, right? Yeah. See, I give him the contract. So, what if I upgrade him? Okay. So basically, it just bumps that up. I wonder what would happen if we upgraded it a ton. Would the money eventually increase? Because I do like stacking up my money. Let's see, what's the time currently? It's 11:40. We'll do the right and then call it. You and your fellow exiles gather around the sacred site known as the Cairn of Haub, anticipating the hour that the rites are to commence again. All is quiet for a time. Then, from out of nowhere, charges in a gangly cur. He stops short and gives you a mighty sneer. It's Barker Ashpaws. Real piece of work, just don't make eye contact. A troll-making cur thrills into the feet of the Triumvirs who stand against him. Boy, well look at you. Would you look at this lot? We got one of our own consorting with the two-leggers. You're a disgrace there, mate, you realize? Good to see you, Barker. You're looking well. Didn't know you knew about the rites. Oh, I know about a lot of things, my friend. For instance, I know you're going to be very, very sad once you wipe the floor with you here. Don't know those who back you crash to earn their Ingerspell's spawn the high and mighty Nightwings there, but I'm gonna make sure all you regret it, cause why not? Sounds good, sounds good. The cur Barker laughs away as his pack stumbles after him. You hear them howling and cackling as the stars above begin to glow. So they're gonna be a very fast group, it seems like.
To the splendors of the accursed Cairn of Haub. You shall find the downside grows less pleasant from this point. But first, there's a tradition to uphold.
Oh, the skull has
this
dreadlocks.
Time you stand against the dissidents. Even now they hunger to defeat you. Perhaps not simply to regain their freedom, but to deny you yours.
Yeah, they seem like a bunch of jerks. As the stars shine down upon you, the pack of curs you stand against this night continue hooting and howling. Boy, come on, you lot, let's boil some blood. Then, Rookie pulls you aside. Look, chum, I don't know how to say this, but I can't go against these guys. Just trust me on this one, okay? You sense he means it. You take a mental note to ask about his history with Barker whenever time permits. That's alright, Rookie. You can take care of them. Begging your pardon, but you need another to stand at your side this night. I have someone here whom I would recommend. Do not be coy with us, minstrel. Don the robes if you intend to stand with us. Oh, I did not mean myself. The rights are not for me. I was instead of referring to this little one. Ah. The sidebar. A creature wearing tiny ravens appears at the lone minstrel's side. Hizo seems to be volunteering to take on your adversaries, the dissidents. Absurd. The imp knows the rights. He knows a great deal. So long as the Nightwings stand together, he shall be at their side. Though, you need not take my word for it. Hizo, our adversaries seem to be preoccupied. Perhaps you might quickly show our comrades what you can do. The little imp peers at you. You sense his connection to the rights as he awaits your guidance. does he do? He seems excited to demonstrate some of his favorite tricks. Reader. Influencing Tizo takes some getting used to. He's inviting you to try.
Another joins your ranks, and a mere imp. Although, no, it cannot
Interesting.
be.
So he can
We
fly.
shall see what comes of this new partnership of yours.
So he has flying and quick dashing, basically. Hold B to implode. Okie dokie then. So imploding is like a quick death, essentially. And respawn. That's interesting. Be a little bomb. Well done as ever, Tizo. Tizo is happy to lend his support during the rites, if you could use his help. Well then, reader. Who shall conduct the rites in the name of the Night Wings?
Who shall conduct this rite?
He don't want to do that. So I'm gonna bring you,
Joe Dariel.
Edwin.
Hedwin. Shirusama.
Bring the little guy. Let's remove that. What does this do? Bring banish can return. Bring it in. Can I not, like, take people out? Hang on. Oh, we can see the adversaries. Neat. Barker, Carlson, Arla. This has a little bit more hope and presence than the others. Neat. I choose Tizo.
Tizo.
He sounded disappointed again. Is everyone ready? Let's show this girl's what we're made of. Guys, on Swill. Come on, boys, let's get him. Bring it.
Commence. 'Twas almost cruel. Yes. An opportunity.
Ooh, a
Banished
double
all
kill.
of them
That works.
by the scribes.
Oh, I didn't get it. First time they got a score on me.
Stand not in glory's path. In the name of Solium Myrrh.
Alright, you lot that does it. No more fussing around, alright? My boys and me, we're proper angry now. Oh, they got unique gimmicks.
Careful now. Your adversary Barker there seems rather fired up. Whatever shall you do against so fierce a foe? Resplendent!
I shall just blow up their,
No more than a lick of
Their
flame
gimmicks.
remains. A deathly thwarted drive.
No, you don't.
And it is done. The Nightwings prevail yet again.
Juked by the jump.
Accomplished effortlessly, I might add. Thus end this night's proceedings.
Perhaps now they shall learn some humility. That'll show them. Well, I'll be a heaping ball of dung. Just can't believe you shoddy lot showed us the what for like that. The boys and I will just have to take our time more serious next time. Till then, you just be sure to tell old rookie Greentail that yours truly, he remembers everything you hear. Sure.
The rites do tend to teach something.
I would like to know more someday. I used to think the scribes are just stuff of stories, but all this really is their doing, isn't it? Like, this one seems like it could be nice. I'm interested in that one.
A flash of inspiration for next time. Enlightenment seldom avails itself to simple imps.
This reveals solemn respect for the rites and all their myriad complexities. So what do you get? Secrets of the Accursed Imp, right? Its mastery is an imp's latent and somewhat terrifying power. The diminutive imps of the downside turned out to be much more resilient than they first appeared, and Flights of the Swallow. Ray's mastery is enhancing imp's ability to use the rest of his triumvirate. Without the aid of Haub the Swallow, the fallen Emperor Soliam Mur would never have survived. So, let's see. Banished Teasel drops a moon sign allies can instantly transport to from their pyre. Interesting. If Banished Teasel automatically casts his implode ability, it does not possess the orb. That's pretty interesting. Salutes his adversaries. Turns into a fast-moving howler, or back. What? Oh. Just transforms into a howler, which is fast and then can turn back. Okay. Extra damage when dousing the pyre. His returns faster. And bigger AoE. So we have assist or just maneuverability and explosion. I think maneuverability and explosion seems more fun.
The influence of the imp scribe. Until the next right.
Splendid. Was your guidance at the Nightwings, reader? Your fellows are fortunate to have found one such as you. You find the freedom that you seek. Oh. After thwarting the dissidents rather decisively, triumvirate of anarchists who conduct the rites for sheer thrill, led by the cur Barker Ashpaws. Decisively, you return to the wagon to recover from the night's ordeal and figure out how best to proceed. Alright, rookie? Think so, chum. I just need a little more time. Didn't count on Barker being caught up in all this. You'll know him, your conscience. You'll sort things out with him. You always do. I do not wish to interrupt, but the dark of night is waning. Reader, would you join us outside, please? Gotta find our way to the next spot. Find Jodariel and the lone minstrel gazing into the sky above the valley, which is beginning to grow pale. Look toward the heavens. Green. And it is as I feared. We are to press further north beneath the valley into flagging hands. A gloom-filled, desolate region of the downside, beyond which lies the sea. A fretted sprawl of noisome, festering, unpleasant adjectives. Basically, a disgusting swamp pit. The scribes are watching over us. They will protect us wherever we should go. Had you been to Flagging Hands, you would not say such things. The scribes have surely turned their backs on that place. If I may, the bleakness of Flagging Hands shall wear upon you, to be sure. I urge for you to take what rest you can, for you shall need your strength upon the road ahead. Fellow exiles, agree to turn in for the remainder of the night. At dawn, you shall have to press deeper into the downside. Don't worry about that later. Izo's nest. Various scraps and things laced together with bits of ribbon and fabric, topped off with a plush fish. How's it going, Ruki? Looking scarred. You can tell something is troubling Ruki, though he seems relieved to see you. Hey, chump, listen, I got to level with you real quick. You remember Barker, don't you? Not exactly easy to forget, though believe you me, I try. Well, he's got me by the scruff. I've been down here a little while, as you can see by now, but Barker, he's been here longer. He's made quite the name down here. As for me, I needed help, you understand? I had a certain standard to uphold. So, I figured he would be the one to ask, and now you're dead. Then, Ruki hesitates. But then his familiar grin returns. So, what if I owe him, though, right, chum? I got people back on the other side, and just between us, we're loaded. I mean, rich. My little problem with Barker, soon it's going to take care of itself just as soon as my people send the money through. So I'm telling you right here and now, don't you even worry about it. And I'm sure everything on that front is going to end up real tidy real soon. I am very curious on what happens if you bring him along. I would assume you would either like be self-controlled and self-sabotage the like if you like pass it to him, or he would essentially just like decline outright if you try to bring him along. I am very curious, and we could probably do a second playthrough if you want to see how the story differentiates and skip past all the dialogue that we already read. You know, usual stuff. With that, he scampers out before he can respond. It seems Ruki owes us debt of some sort. What is on the line exactly, you're unsure. Alright. We can just exit the campaign whenever we want. But, it's pretty interesting so far. I'm having fun. I believe somewhere I read that's like an 8-hour game, so we're like, what, a quarter of the way through it-ish? We'll find out. We're also reading all the dialogue, so everything's gonna take longer. But, yeah. Till next time. Have a good night. If I can just end the stream. There we go.